Hey everybody, it's Mikexingchen, and here I am. I'm in Paris. This is my really cute little boutique hotel room. It's got a nice view outside my window. This morning I woke up, I was starving. I was thinking, what should I have for breakfast? My friends from New York who are from around here, they said the typical breakfast is just a croissant and a coffee. So I went down to this local bakery that's supposed to be one of the best in this whole area, and I bought a bunch of baked goods, and I'm really excited because another thing that she kept telling me to do is, you gotta eat a baguette, you gotta eat a baguette. So I'll show you guys what I got this morning. This is really awesome. Okay, I got a chocolate croissant because I want to try different types of croissants. Then I got regular croissant, which I absolutely adore. I remember the first time I ever bit into a croissant, and this is like, you know, not a good croissant like in Paris. This is like some third-rate croissant in Tennessee, but it was still amazing. You know, now that I think of it, that might have been my first taste of butter. And then I got this. I'm not really sure what this is. This is called the Paris breast, but this looks really good, so I bought one of those. Oh, and check this out. I'm really excited about this. I wanted a macaroon in Paris, and I saw this. Look at this. Look at this. This is like the granddaddy of macaroons. This is like a macaroon monster. So this is your macaroon, and that's his mama. It's a regular-sized macaroon hitching a ride on a macaroon monster. This is like the kangaroo of macaroons. And finally, you can't leave out the baguette. I got this, which I read on Yelp is has won prizes as one of the top 10 best baguettes in Paris. So this is a little miniature one. And here, yep, I got its daddy right here. Look at that. It is crazy walking around Paris because you see these things, right? And they're sticking out of people's bags, their shopping bags, and all you see is like this thing just sticking out. Let's get started with a croissant. You guys can hear that? It's got a nice crunchy outer shell, which is important in a croissant because if you buy croissants at a grocery market, you know, it's like, you know, it's just soggy, soft. I'm really excited about this because croissants are one of my favorite things in the world. I forgot something. So I don't like coffee, I really don't. But you know, when in Rome, or in this case Paris, you know, I got a coffee, or in this case, an espresso. Here's why I got an espresso instead of a coffee. Because I got scared at the bakery. There was a long line, there's not a lot of space, and I told the person, I said, I want a cup of coffee to go. And she says, American coffee or espresso? And I got confused. I really don't know. What do you mean American coffee? I want, like, you know, Paris coffee. So then I tried asking her, I said, American coffee? French coffee? And then she literally turned and walked away. I thought she was trying to ask somebody else something about, you know, maybe what I've said. Nope, she just like took a walk. She walked like halfway across the counter just to like sigh in disgust, and then she came back and she asked me again. She said, American coffee or espresso? And I'm thinking, okay, let's not do anything with the word American in it. Let's just do espresso because that might be more authentic. I don't know. So then she gave me this little cup of espresso, which I promptly spilled all over my hand, in my bag, so I only have a little bit left. So a really clumsy morning. Then I come here, I sit down, I take a drink of water, spills all over my shirt, as you can see here. Not a really smooth morning, but let's get back to the croissant. This is my favorite part of a croissant right here, the middle part. Oh my God, this is so good. My first croissant in Paris. I've been to Paris once in my life, and the last time I remember, my biggest regret was not having a croissant because at that time, I remember, I love croissants so much. And for some reason, I didn't have enough time here. I only stayed in Paris for like a day, and it was for business. And for some reason, I didn't have a chance to get a croissant. And this definitely lives up to the hype. It's crunchy, it's buttery, it's flaky, crunchy on the outside, soft, tender on the inside. Look at that. Oh my God. I'm gonna try this inside part. That, my friends, is some buttery goodness right there. That bite just made my morning. I have some thoughts on life that I sometimes like to share with everybody, and I believe in this one, you know, rule that I live by more than most others, and it's that if you think you're gonna like something, you must get two of them. Because if you only got one, as good as it is, it makes you sad because you're about to finish it and that's all you have. But if you have another one, hey, problem solved. Now I feel happy as I near the end of the first croissant because I have another one waiting for me. Now let's try the chocolate croissant. Oh my God. I love chocolate croissants. This chocolate is definitely the highlight of this croissant. Just like the last one, crunchy on the outside, soft, tender, chewy, buttery on the inside. And I've had these back in the US, but this chocolate really sets this thing aside. Take a little sip of my, what's left of my espresso here. Oh, that's bitter. Oh, that's bitter. Oh man, how do you people drink that? Oh, it's so bitter. Now let's try this. I gotta recover from that. This looks like a hoagie. Right now, just lifting it, I can tell this is very decadent because this is heavy. This is not some light, airy dessert. Maybe we should eat this like a sandwich. Here's what I think this thing is. It's caramel. The cream is actually very, very light, airy, like a mousse. I was right. It's definitely decadent. It's not as heavy as I thought because the cream is so light. And the outside, it kind of tastes like a cookie crust kind of thing. This thing is very sweet. And I just noticed that I think there's chocolate in here too. And that's what's really adding to the sweetness. It's really good, but oh my God, that is very decadent. And let's try to take a sip of this now. Oh, that's still bitter. That's still really bitter. Oh man. All right, here we go. The macaroon. Is this still considered a macaroon? I think so, right? Like I said, this really does look like a mini macaroon piggybacking off a monster macaroon. And this monster macaroon, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like that movie Raining with a Chance of Meatballs and all the food comes alive as monsters. I could totally see like a macaroon monster, which would be like the most terrifying and delicious thing in the world. And now I gotta do something that's not gonna make me very happy. I gotta remove the baby macaroon. Ooh, it's under tight. Ah! Oh no! Ah, I kind of damaged it. Let's try this little mini macaroon thing. There's a huge explosion of strawberry flavor in that macaroon. Now let's tackle the monster macaroon. There we go. I love this little dish they have here. Let's try it. It's gonna take a bite like a sandwich. Mmm! Whoa! The macaroon itself is so light and airy. The cream is like biting into a little cloud. And I'm not tasting like artificial stuff, like natural strawberry flavor. Oh man, this cream is unbelievable. If clouds tasted like this, I would just like jump out of an airplane and just keep my mouth open all the way down. As soon as that cream touches your tongue, it evaporates. I'm also getting a hint of coconut from the cream, so it's giving off that really nice coconutty fragrance. Well, the macaroon, like I put my finger on the bottom here, and the macaroon is literally breaking apart. That's how light it is. Well, see, it's just falling apart. You know, it's also really good. This would be way over sweet, but the fresh strawberries adds a bit of tart to it, so it kind of really balances it out pretty well. I can't believe I just ate that whole thing. Let's try this little mini baguette here. The last time I was in Paris, I was staying at this hotel. I remember going down for breakfast, and all they had was coffee and bread. And the bread was so hard. It was like a baseball-shaped bread. We had metal knives, and we couldn't cut into the bread. I mean, you could play baseball with that bread. And this thing, you hear that? It's hard on the outside, but it's very, you can tell it's very soft on the inside. Usually, I think people eat this with cheese. I don't have any cheese. I have some butter. All right, my first real French baguette. Okay, I have an announcement to make. I will now move to Paris because I don't think I can live without this. When I first bit into this, I was thinking, okay, what's the big deal? All right, it's like, you know, bread. But as I start chewing and breaking down this bread in my mouth, this thing literally melts. First of all, the texture is beautiful because it's crunchy and soft at the same time. And as you chew, it starts to break down in your mouth into this soft, buttery, aromatic substance that really, I feel like, highlights anything you put on top of it. I finally get why everybody is so infatuated with baguettes. It is really that amazing. And you know what I'm really happy right now? I tried everything, so now I can actually start picking out. And I still have a croissant left, and I have the monster baguette right here. Look how beautiful this is, by the way. I mean, we are in Paris, so we gotta appreciate beauty wherever we see it. I mean, look at this thing. I wish you guys can hold one and squeeze it, because as soon as you squeeze it a little bit, it starts to crunch. You can just like get a sense of how soft it is on the inside. I think what I'm gonna do today is I'm going to the supermarket. I'm gonna buy some cheese and some maybe ham. I'm gonna make myself a nice sandwich later. Sounds like a plan. That's when you know the bread is really good, is when you're sitting in Paris and you have all these things you can see and do. And I'm thinking about going to the market and eating this thing later. All right, guys, I'm gonna go pig out on the rest of my breakfast here and then go explore more of Paris. Thank you all so much for watching. See you later.